I'm sure, like many of us, I didn't start in IT. I actually started in science. I was a formulation scientist and created shampoos, conditioners, and laundry detergents. So it's great to combine science and IT together for one day. One thing first, is there any Acronis partners here already? Just a show of hands, is anyone already by Acronis? Great, so hopefully you'll learn something today. And if you're not an Acronis partner, then you should be. Also, as Sophie mentioned, please head over to our stand, scan the QR code, and enter the raffle to win a pair of AirPods at the end of today. If you've already got them yourself, maybe they'd make a good Christmas present. But I'd like to start by saying there's many things in our lives which have been oversimplified. Does anyone remember having to write a check? You probably haven't had to do that for a while. Because it's now all on your phone. You process banking transactions. Everything is through your mobile banking apps. Who remembers server rooms? Again, thanks to Azure, AWS, all our cloud providers, that's normally a thing of the past. Or taking multiple devices. You remember going to a concert and taking a camera and then having your mobile phone, having a video camera. All these different devices are now mainly all done through our smartphones. But there's one thing in life, well, in our lives, which hasn't been simplified. Cybersecurity and data protection seem like they've gone the other way and it became much more complicated to navigate. It used to be installing a firewall, and creating a backup, whereas now there's a whole myriad of different things that we have to do. And for you as the service providers, that's meant that we've had to navigate to the cloud. There's now probably more than 4 million servers within Azure. We've had to increase the volume of data, so there's so many zettabytes of data, and a zettabyte is 1 billion or trillion gigabytes within one. We've had to navigate SaaS applications. How do we integrate with them? How do we build APIs? How do we build an ecosystem around all those SaaS applications? And the need for talent. There's so many unfilled cybersecurity and cyber protection jobs out there. How do we, as service providers, navigate that? And that's meant that we've had to learn how to use an increasing number of technologies. We've had to process multiple invoices. We've had to go for different vendors for different things. It's made our lives very complicated, which has meant there's more cyber threats. There's more vendors we have to work with. There's more agents we have to deploy on machines, which often slows them down. There's more invoices, like I said, we have to process. There's more risk involved with what we have to do. There's more updates we have to do. There's more patches we have to put in. There's more training for your employees. There's more training for end users. All this adds to an increased amount of complexity. And what we've seen is service providers seem to manage that complexity in two ways. You either continue doing what you're doing what you're used to, or you can consolidate down. Look at what vendors you use, actually figure out what suits you as a company, what integrates well with your RMMs, what fits in your specific needs. And overall, one of those strategies is going to win, and it's probably not to continue getting more and more and more complicated. And that's hopefully where Acronis can come into things, as our standard product includes protection with every workload at no additional charge through antivirus. We have the best in-house backup included as standard, and we pay for what you use there. There's two versions, either per workload or per gigabyte. There's advanced management that you come as standard, and as well the ability to integrate through our ecosystem. We then have a whole host of advanced packs that you can add on top of that through advanced security and EDR, email security, advanced backup, disaster recovery, and even advanced automation to help you handle your invoices. If you want to know more about that, then please head over, come and speak to us and find out more. But a real-world example of how this has worked in practice. Before Acronis, This partner had to manage 7 different applications and 7 different vendors. They had to install 7 different agents within one machine. This led to them massively reducing the ability to run those machines in the first place. When they installed Acronis, they could then have 2 agents. If we had a firewall, that would have only been 1. And this had a dramatic impact on their business. They could onboard new technicians 50% faster because they had a common interface with Acronis. They could deploy technologies to new customers 20% faster than previously. The ability to increase their revenue by 15%. And increasing that revenue meant that they could then hire more technicians. They could then onboard more customers and accelerate quicker. One of the key messages with Acronis is it's as simple as this to enable most of your features. Just turn it on. With a flick of a switch, that gives you the ability to be able to add backup, to be able to create protection plans that are more in depth. This is an actual screenshot of what our portal looks like. On the left-hand side, you can see all the different devices. We've gone in and we've selected one of them and went in to create a protection plan. Within that protection plan, you can see you can toggle to integrate with Microsoft products and just turn those features on. That's then deployed and integrated within those machines. These products really allow you the ability to simplify the complex, to be able to offer comprehensive solutions that are pre-configured to your customers. So that's a bit about the cyber protection platform, but what about the key business problems? Finding and targeting talent. Well, we've just seen how easy Acronis is to use. Obviously, we can do training around how to certify your sales staff. However, that's really as simple as it gets. You can avoid margin pressures by, allowing the ability to increase your margins like the example we had in there. Failing technology, you're not having to deal with 10 different vendors and 10 different stacks. That's one vendor and less points of failure. Security and compliance issues, again, backup and security in one as a continuity and security vendor allows you to navigate those in different ways. The lack of differentiation, the ability to flexible protection plans. It's not just one size fits all. With Acronis, you can then choose which features you want to enable and which features you don't want to enable. We did a piece of research which I think really speaks to where Acronis is in the market. We surveyed a lot of customers, and we found that Acronis was customers' allies. We're there to help you. We're there to support you. We're not there to be the biggest innovator. We're there to make sure that you can run your MSP in a smooth and efficient way. And there's various different aspects that come into this to help you with your partnership. So within our partner portal, you have access to marketing materials, marketing in a box materials where you can launch campaigns from a click of a button. We also have access to deal registration through our CyberFit partner program. Competitive displacement programs allow you to be able to claim 100% rebate for those products. We obviously offer professional services and support around that, but one of the key differentiators with Acronis is our team-up partnerships. That's a 3-way partnership between the team of your choice, the cyber protection partner, which is yourself, and Acronis. That allows you to get access to some of the best teams in the industry, whether that be Formula 1, football, rugby, cricket, you decide. Get your logo in their stadium and allows you to grow your business at the same time as partnering with one of the best teams of your choice. Like I said, please come over, sign up to our AirPod competition, and any questions, please direct over to our stand. Thank you very much for your time.